All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Lang Trading Chat Room. It's going to be a fantastic day. Hope you guys had an awesome day yesterday. Ready to rock and roll and get back at it again today. Had a nice little bullish move in the markets yesterday. Pretty much, actually, we're at like almost a completely flat open on the SPY, gapping up just a little bit on the Q. So we'll see. I think SPY could have an inside day, guys. I'm leaning a little bit to the bearish side just because we are so extended. I mean, we do have quite a bit of room to pull back. So looking a little bit bearish in the markets, but I mean, that's my bias. But at the moment, we are gapping up, moving up a little bit. So we'll see how much this lasts. We'll see if the SPY will hold that area or not. And there we have it, guys. Market is open, so let's get right down into business. All right. Hope you guys are ready to trade. I'm ready to trade, ready to make some money. Let's get after it. So SoFi, was that just gapping down or just hit the area I needed to? So watch this SoFi under this like 885 area. Keep an eye on it. It's the only short idea I have on the day. Quite a few long ideas, not much on the short side. Wow, actually, every single one of these ideas is pulling back to start the day. So a little bit of bearishness to start this day off here. MU's looking good though. MU's putting in a bottoming tail, so keep an eye on this one. I do like this. Is it over that area yet? Not quite over that resistance pivot right there. It's 70.55, so I need a little bit of work there, but keep an eye on the MU. It's best thing out of these first six ideas that I see. So let's go over, keep looking here. PLTR pulling in, NVIDIA. NVIDIA is strong, guys. Keep an eye on NVIDIA. Adobe, SoFi. So yeah, I want to watch SoFi under that low of the day there. Keep an eye on SoFi under the low right there. All right. So yeah, markets are pulling in right now. Look, like I said, I feel like we're having kind of a bearish inside day. That's my take on the markets. We had a real nice big bullish day yesterday, just grinded higher all day. Would not be surprised if we just chopped around and hung out in today's range or yesterday's range for the entirety of today. So might be a little bit tough to trade, but we'll do our best to navigate the markets as we always do. And as always, if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you throw them up in the chat log. So guys, MU is still my top watch right now. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. What was it, Nvidia? Yeah, Marvel needs some work. PLTR is pulling in. Actually, Nvidia is pulling back too. Adobe's pulling in. So watch MU higher. It's really my top watch at the moment, as well as this SoFi. I'm gonna keep an eye on SoFi here. What we got going down? All right, swing trades doing the deed. Good stuff there. This IRBT iRobot, a little bit interesting. Just it's, I mean, this is gonna be a real spready, real whippy, 8 cent spread. So be careful in this one. Over $50, it might give us some sort of pattern, but at the moment, I would hold off. I would hold off. It's a little bit spready and whippy here. Really, I would say it really doesn't do a whole lot of shares. It averages like 500,000 shares a day. So be careful with the iRobot. We'll keep an eye on it, but really not my favorite idea just due to that low volume there. So still pulling back here. These first six ideas are all looking red except for iRobot, but that thing is beyond whippy, so I don't know about it. PLTR lower, lower. SoFi is holding up at the moment. It's holding up decently well. I'm going to keep an eye on this one under that low of the day. Right at these pivot at 889, 888. So yeah, keep an eye on this SoFi. I do like it under that low of the day there. Watch it. Watch the SoFi. ENVX pulling in quite a bit. Shopify. Shopify's hanging out. Keep an eye on that one. There's the iRobot if you liked it. No, I didn't. I really didn't. It was just the volume and spread on that was just not good. You got to be careful trading those things, man. Especially if you're doing full lots. It's gonna be tough to trade that. So Unity software looking all right. MU is absolutely rolling over. Wow, top idea went to crap just like that. So keep an eye on the MU, or not keep an eye on the MU actually. I'm gonna keep an eye on SoFi instead of MU. So yeah, watch the SoFi still short. Only short idea that I really like. Can you even short this thing? Okay, good. It's not hard to borrow, so we should be able to short it if we need to. Shopify is looking very interesting up here at high of the day. Keep an eye on this one. This is honestly one of my favorite gaps. I really do like this gap. Nice little move up, consolidation for 3 days. Now we're gapping over that area. I like this a lot. So keep an eye on the Shopify, guys. Shopify, Unity. You can watch the Unity software, just over the high of the day. What is this resistance at? 43 bucks. Like I said, I would prefer it to be over 43 on the Unity software. So it is looking stronger than the market at the moment, so that's good. But still would like it to be over that $43 mark. Shopify putting in a big topping tail here. Crowd is pulling back a little bit. And MU just really tanked. Wow. MRVL chopping around. PLTR hanging out, hanging out. Not much to do on this list, guys. Trading like an inside day in these first few minutes here. I'm going to check some of my backup ideas. I have quite a few backup ideas on the long list, so let's scroll through these real fast. Caterpillar is looking good. Keep an eye on this one, maybe. AI is kind of chopping around. NCLH and CCL kind of trying to go higher. Carvana is going higher, so maybe we can keep an eye on the CVNA, Intel, QS. All right. So I'm going to have a few of these ideas here. Adding a few of these ideas to my list. Man, this thing is so close to hitting my swing trade target. That's tough. All right, back to the main list here. Let's go back to this list. So Shopify rolled all the way over. SoFi bounced big time. Cat's kind of hanging out. AI. We can keep an eye on this AI, guys. This is not a terrible idea. Watch the AI higher and CLH pulling back. And then CBNA, Carvana. Watch this one as well. So, man. This is what I was afraid of, guys. I had a really big long list. Didn't have really any short ideas. SoFi was the only short idea I had on my list. And then this MIVS, which is hard to borrow. So I didn't have any short ideas. So I was really in. The market was so extended. So my big concern today was the market pulls back and has a choppy inside day. And all these long ideas just kind of do the same. And it looks like that's what we're getting at the moment. It looks like we're starting off with a choppy inside day. Shopify is rolling over now. This iRobot, we can keep it. Oh my goodness, 17-cent spread, man. You're gonna need it. Yeah, no, you can't do that. You can't do that to yourself, man. The slippage is just too much. You can't do that. Unity software pulling back here, man. MU really rolled over. Wow. PLTR, Nvidia, Adobe, man, everything's lower. My goodness. Carvana is the only thing that I see with any sort of strength. So maybe we'll keep an eye on the CVNA. We'll watch CVNA over high of the day, 28.52 by about a 71-cent stop loss. So you're asking a little bit out of this thing, but I think it definitely been doing some big days for sure. So should have at least $2 or so in the CVNA. So keep an eye on that one. Otherwise, I don't see a whole lot I like, guys. I don't see a whole lot. Hey, good morning, Steve. How you doing, my man? It's a fine morning. It's Friday. You know, it's gonna be it was a good week. Actually, was it? I don't even know if it was a good week, honestly. Let's see. Let's see what we're doing this week. We're up like a third of an hour. So we are up, just not a whole lot. So it's been a good week though. It's been a pretty solid. I've been off the stream a little bit. I've had a busy week to say the least. But nonetheless, it's still been good. Still been pretty solid here. So CVNA is, oh, okay. So CVNA is not a good idea anymore. Man, I'm gonna see if I can find a short idea, man. This market is real weak right now. Let's see if anything's going lower that's actually worth trading. Nothing on the Fat Man list. All right. See what Dow is up to. Nothing. Guys, Disney. If Disney can get down to this like 91, was it 91.20, 91.30 area, keep an eye on it. A little bit of a void there. Not really that great though, honestly. We'll keep searching. Ooh. I don't see really any. If you guys have a short idea, please be my guest. Throw it up in the chat log. I need it. I don't have any short ideas. Ooh, this MO's not bad. MO maybe under low of the day. We'll keep an eye on that one. I'm good, Fernando. You're sharing, Fernando. I'm really good, actually. It's been a good week, like I said. So, how are you guys doing? You guys have a good week this week? It's been a great month, man. June has just been popping off. So it's been doing all right. It's been good times, good times. And what's not good though is this short list, man. I don't see anything. I don't see anything, man. Oof. Tough sledding today so far. All right, keep an eye on the. Which one was it? I thought I just added one. Yeah, MO. It's the only short idea that I think is any worthwhile at all. So under this 4386 area, we'll watch MO. Still got some good range left, so definitely keep an eye on that thing. Otherwise, I really don't see much. ENVX pull in. Maybe you can watch it over if it gets over VWAP, but I don't know. Shopify's looking weak. iRobot is just sloppy as all get out. SoFi's moving higher. Crowd's moving lower. Unity's lower. And sit on hands. I think that's the best place to be right now. Sitting on hands, not taking a trade. If the market is not giving you anything, don't force it. Man, this is ugly. Take some of these off. Quick question. Any idea about gold today? Let's check it out. Let's check out gold. Let's see what it's up to. For day trading purposes, not really for me personally, just because it's in a pretty tight range, or not tight range, but it's like, it's just like it's in this choppy area. You got support down here in like the 1955 area, and then you got, I guess it's a pretty smooth pullback. You might be able to go long on it. It's kind of a pseudo buy setup. Pretty deep retracement though, so I don't know. Not a whole lot to do with it for me. You're really in this range between 1967 and like 1955. So kind of a tough spot. Let's check out the daily. Daily's kind of in that same zone. You got support down here below. You got resistance above. So yeah, I would, if I'm going anywhere long on it, or going anywhere at all, I'd probably go long. But like I said, you got quite a bit of a junk up here. You got quite a bit of support down here, so you're really just in a tight little range. So it really could go either way, in my opinion. Not a clear direction on gold. Bounced off that support pretty well. But like I said, it's running into the VWAP right now, so just stay patient. No need to force anything. Like I said, if the market's not giving us anything to trade, don't trade. It's that simple. It's that simple. Sometimes the best way to make money is just to not lose it. I need to throw Mo on this list. This is the only thing that I think is even remotely worthwhile. Under 43.86. Long. Yeah, like I said, I don't really have an opinion on gold. Like I said, it could go really either way. It's really in this tight little range, breaking out over the VWAP now, but yeah, the only reason I said long is because whenever you're down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars into resistance, and you see this bar right here, wide range, green bar, big bottoming tail, huge volume, that usually indicates a bottom. This big ending volume usually indicates a bottom, indicates some sort of bounce. So this thing maybe bounces to, I don't know, it's at a 50% retracement right now, but maybe you get up to like 1964. But yeah, like I said, a lot of resistance, a lot of support. So until it breaks out of this range, I really don't have a clear direction on it. Could go either way. But yeah, the reason I said long initially is because of that. It was down 5 bars, and this green bars has huge volume right there. So that is why. Oh my goodness, guys, this list. I'm about to go back to bed. Not really go back. I'm just about to. I don't know if I'm trading today, man. I don't know. Don't know if this is the right environment for me to take a trade. I already got taken 9 trades this week. Basically at break even. Let's see here. There we go. I do not see anything on my list that's even remotely interesting. I guess Mo, but like that thing needs quite a bit of work, so I don't know. That's tough. ENVX, junk. Shopify, let's go. Shopify, looks like junk. 15 minutes in the day, so let's see if the 5 minute is anything better for us. Let's check out the 5 minute here. All right, shop, nothing. ENVX, nothing. iRobot, maybe you can take it over high today, but I really don't like it, guys. I really don't. It's just so spready and whippy. It's got 7 cent spreads. I don't know about it. SoFi is nothing. If SoFi can get under low of the day, keep an eye on it, but I'm not a big fan of it right here. Like I said, Mo needs to get down a little bit. What was my favorite candle setup? I'd probably say the buy setup. Man, I love a clean buy setup. It's so nice. Nice little buy setup, man. Put in a bottoming tail. I'll give you guys an example here after I scroll through this junk list. All right, yeah, there's nothing here. So, we had a textbook buy setup on, what was it? Oh, I think it might have been Plug the other day. Plug, I was straight. I think I was off stream actually this day. I had some stuff to do, so I was like, I'm not going to bother you guys for 10 minutes. But Plug had a real nice buy setup, man. Just look at this. This was it. Just a nice strong move up, pull back, lower high, put in a nice bottoming tail right here, right at VWAP, right at a 50% retracement. I got in right here over high, 1091. Stop loss was 1076, 15 cent stop, 20 cent pop out, one arm. Easy peasy. That's my favorite setup. Another one, Amazon. Had an Amazon trade. What was it? It's 8th. What am I doing this? Amazon is on the 8th right here. Another clean 5 minute buy setup. Look at this. Nice strong move up, lower high. Nice change of color bar. Got in right over that bar right here. Stop loss was, I don't even know what the stop loss was. Probably like right around 70 cents, right at the bottom there. It's right about a 50% retracement. Bam, just grind it all the way up. 70 cent stop. It ended up going like $2. So it went well over 2R on that trade. That is my favorite setup for sure. I love a buy setup. A quality buy setup. It's so nice. They're so nice. My second favorite is probably going to be the breakout. I like breakouts quite a bit too. I don't know if I have like a textbook example of a breakout. Let's see here. Breakout. Oh, cat. Cat was another textbook breakout. It's like on the 13th. So yeah, right here, another textbook breakout. I didn't even mention the higher time frames either. I'm just looking at the lower time frames, but all these have nice higher time frames trading into a void, good strength and stuff. So that's another big part of the setup. But cat right here, nice little clean breakout. See how it just stayed right below this area. Nice little breakout. Put your stop right under this low. Clean pop right to target. So those are my two main setups for sure. The breakout and the buy setup. That's all they can all. If you're going short, breakdown, sell setup, same thing, just on a short trade, so everything is flipped. But yeah, those are definitely my favorite too. If you want to learn more about them, check out Live Traders, livetraders.com. I have no affiliation with them, but I appreciate what they do. They're the ones that taught me the breakout and the buy setup, so gotta give them credit when credit's due, Guys, watch this MO. I'm a little bit tempted to go MO short. 10 cent stop is pretty tight, but see this breakdown forming right here? For the breakouts, I'm trading all these on this 5 minute chart mainly, so I'm really looking at the VWAP. I don't really pay attention to the moving averages on this entry time frame. I more so use the moving averages on the higher time frames to discern the trend. So the hourly chart, the daily chart, that's what I'm looking for. I just don't want to see them at an area of resistance, really. Like if I'm getting in a breakdown right here, and there's if this was like a 200 period moving average right here, then I mean that's going to be a little bit tough because that's an area of support, you know. So I usually use those on a higher time frame. As Unity, U software. Keep an eye on this one actually. Still got quite a bit of range left. Over 43, I do like it. So Unity's getting some strength. Keep an eye on that one. I don't really see anything else worthwhile. So watching the MO, watching the Unity. Markets are still down quite a bit. Yeah, so those are really the only two ideas I even have like that are remotely worthwhile. Unity and Mo. Mo, I'm not a biggest fan of though because it is putting in a bunch of bottoming tails right here. Those bottoming tails tell me that every time it gets down here, the buyers take control. So I'm going to need this thing to close closer to this low before I'm interested. But honestly, I do like what it just did there. Trying to break out, go higher. Even if it tested VWAP, I wouldn't really mind. This thing has only done half its range, so a 20 cent stop loss is not bad at all. So yeah, keep an eye on the MO, keep an eye on the Unity software. Maybe could have argued to get in this, but I mean, you're getting in sloppy breakout. You're like on the 1 minute, you're already up like 5 bars whenever you would have been getting into that thing. So I think it's a lot the safer move to get in on like some sort of sell setup. This thing comes up here, pulls back right to this resistance area. We can get in there. So keep an eye on Unity software for a buy setup. MO still looking interesting. Guys, SoFi is interesting as well. SoFi is all the way back down towards the low of the day. All the way back down, man. We get a pattern down here. Let's see, just any sort of rest. I might be getting into this SoFi. 17 cent stop loss. A little bit of a range concern, but this thing does some pretty big days, so it shouldn't be an issue there. Good spread. Yeah, keep an eye on these SoFi. Keep an eye on Mo. Keep an eye on Unity. Again, guys, I don't like when stocks have just one letter. It's so annoying. I just feel weird. Like, keep an eye on U. Keep an eye on F or T. It's just like, give me something more, man. Just give me one, like, at least 2 letters. At least 2 letters. MO, that's perfectly fine. But U, I'm just going to call it by the company. I'm just going to call it Unity because I don't like just saying the one letter. In fact, it can get confusing a little bit, you know. All right. So far, still hanging out. It's probably my top watch right now. A little breakdown, but it does have this 50 period moving average right here, so that is something to be concerned about. This is what I was talking about a minute ago, Steve, with the moving averages on higher time frames. That is a definite concern. Moving average is about 20 cents away, so if our target's not before that area, it might be a little bit of a struggle there. All right, so MO is still chopping around. Unity still hanging out. Not much to do, man. Sitting on hands feels like the best position to be in right now. Sitting on hands feels like a good spot to be. My goodness. This is rough. Water too. It just got worse. My goodness. I'm gonna check my check the swing trade, see how these things are doing here. NWSA hanging out, Fresh hanging out, OHI. Man, Intel, what a dog, man. I need 2 more cents out of that for my target on the swing trade. Hopefully we get there. Redfin finally getting over that area. Come on, baby. Give me some more strength. Cat still doing good. NBC. I think I had one order today. Yeah. EOSE, man. Ooh, look at this thing, guys. It's EOSE. Keep an eye on this. Little pseudo buy setup. I don't like that it's just one big green bar higher, but keep an eye on that. Not too bad. Not too bad. I had that on my list actually. EOSE. EOSE. Well, I don't know if I ever traded this stock. Unity's still moving higher. Mo's moving a little bit higher. Guys, SoFi is looking kind of nice right here. Keep an eye on the SoFi. 888 by 899. I'd probably give it 17 cents. 905. Probably give it that area right there, right down to just above that 50 period moving average. So yeah, keep an eye on this SoFi. I'd really honestly like to see if it gets over $9. I'm gonna watch it. Probably, yeah, it's definitely my top watch at the moment is the SoFi. EOS, a little bit interesting. Pulling back to the area of previous resistance, which is usually an area of support. The ceiling becomes the floor. I'm sure you guys have heard that before. Hello, mate. Need your thoughts about oil. All right, let's check it out. I'm getting a lot of mates. Are you guys from England or something? Yeah, come on, mate. Australia, I guess. Isn't that Australia? Good day, mate. All right, I'll check out oil real fast. I'm going to keep my very, very close eye on SoFi, though. Like I said, I'd really like to see it kind of retest this area, but I'm going to watch, see if it does that. So you're checking out oil, just crude oil, I imagine. And then if you want to give me a little more context, I can help you out a little bit more. Like, are you trying to day trade this? Are you trying to swing trade it? Are you looking long, short? Right, like it's kind of similar to gold. Right now, it's in a pretty nasty little range right here. Got support down here at 67. Got resistance up here like 74. So not a whole lot to do with it on the daily chart. It is kind of in a downtrend. Maybe it's the start of a stage one, kind of breaking that trend line, trying to find a bottom here. So yeah, a 5 minute chart might be forming like a pseudo buy setup, or 15 actually doesn't look too bad. A little bit deep on the retracement, but you're going getting that volume spike, that ending volume. So with some pretty big bottoming tails there. So maybe you get in over 71, stop loss at like 70, 50, about 50 cent stop loss. Try to run it back towards high of the day. Not a bad idea. If I was going anywhere with it, that's probably what I would do. 5 minute buy setup there. Guys, SoFi. 88 with 17 cent stop. 17 cent. Oh shit, we're going short. Son of a bitch. I need to stop checking these damn trades and trade my own stocks. I'm gonna try to get a limit order on SoFi. 888 by 905. Limit order on SoFi. I missed it. Checking out the oil. I missed it. iRobot. A little bit tempting, but also it's like a little bit again. Yeah, 56 cent stop loss is as tight as you're going to want to go. It's got an 11 cent spread still. So, man, did I really just miss SoFi like that? 871 is the target. It was a 17 cent stop. It's down 6 cents. Ugh, that's tough. That's annoying. It really should have been in that. I'm gonna leave that order in just a little bit longer, but probably gonna have to cancel here soon. Probably gonna have to cancel here soon. iRobot is still kind of interesting, guys. I still do like this one. So keep an eye on the iRobot. 50-50 by like a 49.95, about a 55-cent stop loss. You are up a decent amount, but again, this is huge volume. Look at the volume, guys. That's some good volume. I'm gonna go ahead and get an order in on this. 5. Oh, so we are into the SoFi. For better or for worse, we're in SoFi. What is... Okay, so we got the full lot on SoFi, looks like. Took a minute, but we got there. iRobot. Alright. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this order in there, guys. 5-cent spread, 50-cent stop. And this is that's a 5-minute breakout if I've ever seen one before. Volume is there. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a few pennies here. There we go. Alright, so 50-50 by 49.95. SoFi, why does it take so long to fill? Alright. We're good on the SoFi. Good. iRobot. So we're in iRobot as well. So I'm going to lower this stop loss just a few pennies here. We got a little bit more protection on the SoFi. So we ended up getting SoFi. Ended up coming back, giving us the fill. We are in SoFi. Sharon, you're looking at USA 30. I will check that out in just a second. I'm in. Let me make sure this iRobot's managed out. Raise the stop up just a hair. So really need that breakout. Really need to just break out over 550. Let's see what the level 2 looks like. Not a whole lot going on in level 2. So, alright. Guys, still watching this Unity software as well. I'm going to keep an eye on U. Over high of the day. It looks good. It does have a bit of a range concern, but keep an eye on it over 44 bucks. Keep an eye on that over $44. Robots still hanging out. Markets are kind of in an area where they can bounce. Here. Pulled back pretty good. Retested that VWAP. We'll see if it holds the 441 area, if we end up breaking the VWAP higher. But let's check out US 30. The Dow Jones. Let's check it out. So very similar to the SPY and the Qs. Pulled back at an area of support. Let's see here. Yes, we got quite a bit of support. This whole area right here is quite a bit of support there. We got resistance up here. So another one's kind of in a tight, in a range. Not a whole lot to do with. Had a big wide range day yesterday. If we get under this like 34,360 area, might go lower. This is putting in some topping tails right now, so that tells me sellers are in control of this at the moment. So I would be leaning towards the bearish side, but we do have some support there. So not a whole lot of direction for me personally. All right, let's go back to this list here. iRobot still hanging out. EOSEs, meh. Come on, baby. All we need is that breakout over 550. Man, this thing breaks out over 550, should get a nice little pop. Look at this on the 1 minute. This is a breakout, guys. We talked about it earlier. What's a good breakout? This is a breakout. Clears resistance right at a whole number. Putting some higher highs consistently with the flat top up here. You got the VWAP support. So, yeah, we get a break on this thing. It should pop. Should get a nice little pop out of this once it breaks 550. SoFi is almost down to target, guys. I'm going to go ahead and lower this stop a little bit more here. We need another 3 cents or so on SoFi. So SoFi's looking good. Good morning, Casey. How you doing, brother? How you doing today? Casey, my man. You know, honestly, I don't even know. I always say my man, but you could be a woman too. I don't want to assume any gender or anything. So if you want to give me your pronouns, Casey, I'll call you by the right thing. But for the time being, I'm just going to assume everybody's a guy. Until corrected, I'm going to assume everybody's a guy. Ooh, guys, iRobot. There we go. Nice pop here. Nice. What was this, like a 30-cent pop? Pull back a little bit, but see if we can't keep this train rolling. Keep that thing moving. iRobot. Like it. SPY and Q still kind of just chopping around right here. Chop, chop, chop. NO. Really gave a bounce. That's what those bottoming tails were indicating. This is a seller's in control right here. This is, man, really, that's what everything is, guys. Buyers and sellers. That's what we're reading. That's what the chart's telling us. Who's in control? Whenever you get this was honestly kind of an obvious bounce looking back at it in hindsight. Coming down here, massive gap down. You're extended. You put in a bottoming tail on big ending volume right at an area of support. Kind of chop around. Do the same thing again. Bottoming tail, big volume right at support. This thing's most likely going higher. You know, I wouldn't bank on it, but it's going. What is that? Oh, SoFi. Boom. SoFi. Full target. Bam. So good shit on SoFi. Man, who was it? Jabag 79. You're lucky, man. I would have been real upset with you if I would have not gotten into this SoFi. This was a nice, clean breakdown. I was checking out oil and I missed it, but luckily it came back, gave us an entry, and we got out. Now I would have been coming for you. Not really, but I'm just glad I got the SoFi, guys. This is a nice little breakout right here. Now it's coming down to that support area right at the moving average. 3 bars down. Once you're getting down 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, you gotta start thinking buy. You gotta start thinking it's a little bit extended. As iRobot, actually, I'm gonna. You don't want to lower this target too much. I'm gonna raise my stop on it for sure. I'm gonna go like 50-12 here. 50-12, raising the stop on the iRobot. Need just over that whole number for target. I mean, I really probably could have been a little more aggressive and used I probably should have used a stop that was less than the whole number at 51, because as we know with the whole numbers, like we just saw right at 50-50, whole numbers are an area of resistance. We are humans. We are humans, so for some reason we like whole numbers. You gotta remember, humans are trading these charts. Bruh, can you check US 30? USA 30 or US 30? I don't know what the difference is. I think you just meant US 30. Let's check it out again. Not much different than the last time I checked it. Bouncing off the VWAP. As I said, still got this resistance up here. Still got these support down here, so still looking pretty choppy. This 15-minute chart, not a whole lot of direction here. I'm not convinced we're going to get over high of the day right here, but we do have a lot of support down here with the VWAP and all this junk here. So see that? All this is an area of support. This right here, this big topping tail, area of resistance. So really not in a clear void. Really kind of just choppy still. I don't know if you're trading like a 1 minute, maybe it's snag a pattern out of this, but you kind of see it's in like a micro stage 2, stage 1, stage 4, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. Now we're in that kind of stage 2 area, so maybe you get it over right there. 50-cent stop, try to run it up towards high of the day. But yeah, I wouldn't be super sold on this. It is in a micro stage too, but I'm still not a whole lot to do with it for me personally. Come on, iRobot. Right back to the $50, 50-50 area. We need just a little bit more out of this, another 10 cents out of this for full target here. Ugh, a little bit tempted just to close the position, walk away, end the week up an hour and a half. Yeah, no worries, Sharon. I got you, brother. If you don't mind me asking, what are you trying to do with it? Are you trying to trading like? Are you buying it and buying some options on it or something? And also what's the time frame? Are you looking at it on like a 30-minute or 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart, daily chart? That does make a little bit of an impact. Yeah, if we do get over high today, we're still in a bit of an uptrend to avoid. So you got this resistance, a little bit of resistance, couple pivots up here. So you are into an area of resistance, but when you get over that 34.8 area, you are trading into a void. Should have room up to 35.50. Honestly, I don't like trading those. The numbers are just too much. This is much better. The DIA, the Dow Jones ETF. I like it a lot more just because look, it's just a cleaner chart in my opinion. The numbers are easier. It's like 344 instead of 3,000, 33,400 something. It's just nice simple numbers, clean math. That's area of resistance. So I mean, yeah, if you get over high of the day with the pattern, looking a little bit long, bro. I mean, honestly, that could be put in the sell setup right here as well. Right at a 50% retracement. Put it in, yeah, I don't know. And then again, you have all that support, so yeah, I'm not touching it either way. Like I said, you want to throw up a time frame or something like that, maybe give you a little bit better of an answer there. SoFi, what a beaut on SoFi. MO, Unity, and Unity's tough at this point. It's getting a little bit extended up here. Shop hanging out. Markets are trying to bounce, but like I said, we have a lot of resistance up there. Nvidia all the way back towards high of the day, so maybe we'll keep an eye on the Nvidia guys. Watch Nvidia for a long trade potentially. Not the world's best idea. Definitely gonna need a pattern up there at high of the day, but keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the Nvidia. PLTR, Adobe, Cat. Yeah, I don't see anything else that I like. Nothing else that I like. It's NVIS. Hard to borrow, but it doesn't look bad short. Check out some of these backup ideas. Ooh, our iRobot pulling in a little bit more than we like to see here. As Intel all the way back towards high of the day. Keep an eye on that one, maybe. It's been a very choppy day so far. SPY's having an absolute inside day. This is what an inside day looks and feels like. So, iRobot, oh my goodness, iRobot held on like a hair in a biscuit, man. Look at that. Ooh, 3 cents from tagging us out. I really probably should have done a better job with this. If it didn't need. Then again, I say that, but man, the spread is nasty. So I think you did need that wide stop. I do. I don't think I wanted to go any tighter on this, man. 50-50. It's still got a 9-cent spread. So if you do a 40-cent stop loss, that's 25%. That's too much. I think you had to do the 55. Maybe you get away with a 45, but 45 when you got there. It would have been missed your target by literally 1 penny. So I don't know. That's tough. That's a very It's like one of those moral hazards, you know. It's like, what do you do? What do you do? When is a baby alive? I don't know. It's tough, man. Some of that is trading. There's really not a clear answer. One person might say you're good to go tighter, one person doesn't. It's just kind of personal preference at that point. Personally, I don't like it when my spread is more than 20% of my stop width. Like right here, it's tightened up a little bit more, but whenever I was initially getting into this, it was like look at so back to 11-cent spread. So I feel like a 10-cent spread is about average on this. So you're gonna have to at least get a 50-cent stop loss. I mean, imagine if you either two things are gonna happen if you don't do this. If you just use a limit order, you're either gonna get filled instead of getting filled at 50-50, you might have got filled at 50-60, and now you're risking a lot more than what you want to. Or you give it like a stop limit and you give it like 3-4 cents and you just don't get filled at all. So the spread definitely does matter. The spread definitely matters. So something to pay attention to. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sneak this stop up just a few more pennies here. Just right under that bottom tail. If this thing breaks the bottom tail, it's probably not gonna work. So it really doesn't make much of a difference. I'll give it another penny. There we have it. All right. There's that. I think it's SoFi. Just a beast. Love to see that. All right. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to trade anything else today, guys. Nvidia, maybe, but it's really going to need to do some impressive stuff, and I'm really going to need to see some impressive stuff out of the markets because right now these markets are still looking a little bit lower. Looking at this 15-minute chart, we got room to drop, guys. Under this low of the day right here, should have pretty easy room down to about 440. See, we're bouncing. Man, look at this, guys. The ceiling becomes the floor. Thursday, which was yesterday, we were just chopping around right at 441. Chop, chop, chop. Broke out, popped. Pulled back. Where did we pull back to? Oh, right there at the previous area of resistance. And trading really is it's just a work of art sometimes. Just amazing how predictable humans can be, especially in mass groups. And when you get to like a large amount of humans, it's so predictable what they're going to do. It's amazing. That's why the government is so good at controlling everybody. And you know what they're going to say. You know what people are going to do. That's why the government's got to take away our dollars, and everybody's going to have to use the Fed Now app. They're going to, if they don't like what you do, they're going to shut your account down. No bueno, man. No bueno. We need to start keeping these politicians in check. And be monitoring what they're doing and stuff, man. There's just too much free range in the political field. Did you guys see that stuff about Joe Biden get that bribe the other day? Like $10 million just popped up, and they have evidence that it was a bribe from like some foreign country, and we just sweep it under the table. Just sweep it under the table like nothing ever happened. It's remarkable. It really is remarkable what these people get away with, and people just let them. It just baffles me. I feel like a lot of you guys are not from the U.S. though, so you guys are just listening to me talk like, fuck this guy. Like I'm not in the U.S. I don't give a crap. So yeah, I don't know. It's still the best place to live in the world, though. I mean, it's not perfect. There's a lot of issues, but I wouldn't want to live anywhere else, honestly. We got a long ways to go before we're a place where people don't want to live. We're looking at CAH, Casey. CAH. Let's check it out. Cardinal Health. Looks like I was gonna trade this one a while ago. Never did, but looks like I had an idea for it. Right now it is moving up. So you're going long. You're getting in up here at 91. Stop loss at 80, 40. So get a wide stop loss. Very, very safe stop loss for sure. Probably going to be in this one for a while. It's a wide stop loss. It is in the right trend, uptrending. Might have a little bit of a hiccup here right at this hit at 91 bucks. That's a double top right there. Stage 4, stage 1, stage 2. Might be heading into a stage 3. Hopefully you can break out and get over that area and continue the trend higher, but be mindful that that is definitely an area of resistance right there. I'm going to look at this on your, look at it how you're looking at it. What is it? Point and figure. So you're getting in up here. Even this, you probably could have got in right here. This is still a breakout, you know. You can still kind of see the stage 4, stage 1, stage 2 breakout right here. $11 stop loss. You would have been up almost $11. So yeah, you can still see that. That's an area of resistance right there at the $91 mark. So be mindful of that. Where are my candles at? There we go. There they are. My lovely candlesticks. Why is it, Casey, that you do the point figure? Is that just what you learned early on? Someone taught you point figure and you just stuck to it, or is it something you developed yourself? Because personally, I do believe I don't even know if you can make the argument. I think the candlesticks give you more information than any other of these things. The bars, they give you kind of the same idea. Just not. I feel like the candlesticks are a little bit cleaner way to look at it. I guess the hollow candles maybe give you a better idea. I mean, the columns definitely don't. Columns suck. The line definitely doesn't give you good. Doesn't give you high, low, or any of that stuff. A line with markers, ooh, big upgrade. Step line, still trash. Yeah. So none of these are giving you. This one gives you a little bit better. I think they just added this, the high, low, close area. That one's not as bad, but still, you're not beating the candlesticks. Baseline, definitely not. High, low, nah. I can actually, what is the difference between this and like a regular candlestick? Honestly, I really don't even care to know. Rinco, guys, Unity software moving up, Nvidia's looking a little bit higher. Markets are trying to bounce here. I mean, some of these are really just like, what in the hell are you looking at? I want to know how some people trade this stuff. Let's look at the SoFi trade. Let's see if anything looks good there. Yeah, what is this? No. The range. I want to meet the people trading this, man. Casey, you're the only person I've met that trades the point and figure. Still impressed by how you do it. You get breakouts and price targets. Well, there you go. If it works for you, then by all means, brother, do it. Don't let anybody tell you different. It's a big part of trading, man. Just finding what speaks to you, finding what you're able to do. I mean, I could give you the absolute perfect trading plan. It's something that I use to make 300% a year. Like it has every single detail you're ever gonna need. And you know what? It still probably wouldn't work for a majority of you. Just because it doesn't meet your personality, it doesn't mean your trading style doesn't speak to you. I mean, that's a big part of trading. It's a big part of why trading is so difficult. It's just it takes a little bit of time to find the strategy that speaks to you and whatever works for you. So go ahead and raise this up a little bit now. But yeah, it's one of the most difficult parts of trading. So once you find that, you just got to stick to your guns. You can't let somebody else detour what you want to do. I mean, if you don't give anything time, you're never going to know. You're trading point and figure one week, and then you're like, oh, this guy said I should trade candlesticks. So you start trading candlesticks, and then somebody says that you got to trade the line chart. It's the easiest one. And then you're like, oh, let me switch to the line chart. It's like, you're never going to know what works for you. You got to give it time. That's why this business takes patience. It takes years of practice to get good and successful at it. It's not something you're going to do overnight. Not going to get rich quick. Well, let's check the hot list, though. I don't have to think about this. Let's see if Bull wins will give me any ideas today. Not seeing much right now. And the first thing I'm looking at when I'm looking at these charts is these higher time frames, guys. I want to see if these are trading into a void, either lower or higher. I just want to see a void. Not really seeing that much. Actually, NVIDIA, guys. NVIDIA is looking very interesting over high today. Keep an eye on NVIDIA. Keep a very close eye on NVIDIA. I got it on my thumbnail watch list over on my right screen over here. Don't see much. Actually, this Rivian, it's pretty sloppy, but I mean, the 15-minute buy setup's not bad, so I'm going to keep an eye on it for that reason. Ford, Carvana, Bank of America, Google, okay. Yeah, so really Rivian is the only thing that I thought had any chance of being interesting, so throw that up there. Keep an eye out for NVIDIA and Rivian. Rivian, I'm looking at the 15-minute buy setup here. Right at 50% retracement. Technically, this is not a buy setup. A buy setup, you need two lower highs. So we have one lower high right here. So we need another one before this is actually a buy setup. And this 5 minute is pretty sloppy as well, so be careful there. Guys, NVIDIA though, keep an eye on this NVIDIA. Done about $8 today, so not a whole lot of range left, and it is a little bit extended on the daily and hourly chart. A few green days in a row. We would need probably sneak in with a 270 stop loss. You're going to need, what is that? And then just over that 439 area, about 439.20 is what you're going to need out of that. So keep an eye on it. I'm not going to rush into this though, not by any means. Markets are still very much a choppy inside day, so inside days are always much more difficult to trade. And you guys know what I'm talking about when I say inside day, don't you? You know what an inside day is? Trading inside of yesterday's. Man, I forget that the freaking chat log has like a 30-second delay. So I mean, I'll ask a question. I'm sitting here waiting. I'm like, I guess you guys don't know. Let me explain it to you, but nonetheless, inside day trading within yesterday's range. So you see the high low is within yesterday's high low. Actually, I got an indicator for that if you guys want it. Where we at? I think that's it. Nope, that's not it. There it is. That's it. There it is. So see, this highlights it if it's an inside day or an outside day. See, like this day right here, the high and the low is below yesterday's low and above yesterday's high. So this will determine that for you guys. So yeah, we are definitely having an inside day today. Definitely having an inside day. Ooh, baby, come on, iRobot. Come on, baby. Another big pop up towards that high of the day. We just need a little peekaboo over 51, and we're there, man. We're there. Thinking about raising my stop up to this 50-30 area. Very tempted to raise my stop up here. What would that put me at? 20-cent stop out of a 55. Maybe about a third of an R risk right there. Might just have to mess around and do it. Because Nvidia is still on the radar. 270 on this stop loss, like I said. But tempting for sure. Markets are they're trying to go higher, but like I said, man, we do have a lot of resistance here. Through this. And all this air, all this stuff is done. We're not in a clear void at all. So trying to go higher though. Might even retest high today. Thinking about hopping in this Nvidia. Has not triggered just yet. Got another 5-minute bar up here. It's looking better and better, honestly. Or it hangs out right here. Now you got like almost a 15-minute break. I'm gonna go ahead and get my order ready for it at least. 655 by what was it? 270. Right. Might just go with the lower risk here as well. Keep an eye on Nvidia. Like I said, I'm not trying to set the world on fire today. We've got a decent week with SoFi. We are up just over an R on the week, so pretty solid results there. If iRobot can get going, give me a target, I'd be up 2R. Make it a little bit easier to take the Nvidia, but still. Oh man, it's already 10:30. I'm gonna be calling it a day here soon, guys. I'm gonna be hopping off the mic here in about 5-10 minutes. So if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you throw them out there. This is your time. If you want to, you can join the Lane Trading Discord. We got some good resources in there. Ask any good questions in there too, and I will answer them as well. Casey, you're looking at going U, the daily chart. All right, let me check it out. Am I going to be okay if Nvidia triggers here and I'm not in it? That's my question for myself. I don't know. Markets are trying to move up, but like I said, a lot of resistance, man. I'm gonna hold off on Nvidia for now. Let me check out this U for you. Okay, man, if I could just save an order on TradingView, actually, I'm gonna put a note for that. Send them a little message. Looking at you. All right, so you're getting in entry 45, so you're getting in up here. Has not triggered yet. Stop at 38. So you're getting a pretty safe stop. You got a little bit of support there. This thing pulls back, shouldn't tag you out. 50% retracement should be all right. I like the void it's trading into for sure. Target up to 58. So yeah, right at this next area of resistance here. I like that. I think Unity is a good one. This is in that stage 4. This is a stage 1. This is maybe a very early stage 2. You see this volume spike right here? It's not ending volume. We call that igniting volume. Igniting volume because it ignites a move. Look at this on the weekly chart. I'm sure it even looks better. Yeah, look at this. Biggest volume we've had since the what? Oh, ending volume. Wow, it's amazing, guys. It really is. If you want to know more about this stuff, definitely check out Live Traders. That's where you're gonna learn it. But this, you're down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars, wide range bar, huge volume. And then what does it do? It just chops around, peekaboos a little bit lower. Now we're getting a big volume spike going higher, getting over these moving averages, igniting volume. Yeah, I think 58 is definitely in the works for this, man. I like that trade. I think you get there. Like that trade. Got the technicals supporting it for sure. There's the Rivian It's not a buy. I almost said buy setup. It's really not a buy setup. Pseudo buy setup, I guess. 35-cent stop. Maybe you give it 20, 23. Not horrible, but definitely, I mean, 23, yeah. That's not very clean at all, man. You want a smooth pullback. This is bobbing tail, topping tail, red bar, support. Maybe it works, but not my cup of tea. Alright. Come on, iRobot. Come on. So I'm going to go ahead and raise the stop up to 50, 30. We have about a third of an R risk right here. So we need just a little bit more for full target. Worst case scenario, we're going to be up about 0.6 R today. So worst case scenario, we finish the week up 1 R. Best case, we're up just over 2. So we'll see what happens. I'm probably going to be calling it a day here. Honestly, I don't think I'm taking NVIDIA, guys. I don't think it's right. I mean, just with how extended it is, with the markets being an inside day, there's just too many reasons to not take it. It might work. It always has a chance of doing that, but it's just, as an odds-based trader, statistical-based trader, it's not for me. Mainly, the main reason I don't like it is just the markets, man. I think these markets at any point could just start to roll over, break under low of the day, and send us home for the weekend with our tail between our legs. So I'm gonna just stick where I'm at. I like where I'm at. I'm comfortable where I'm at. So I'm gonna hang out where I'm at. Like I said, I'll give you guys a few more minutes here, but I am gonna hop off, call it a week, get going with the rest of my day. Got a busy schedule, man. We got a lot going on now. A lot going on here. So if you guys have any questions or need any personalized help, make sure you shoot me an email. My email is down there in the description below. So don't hesitate to ask those questions, guys. They only help you. They help me too, but they help you a lot as well. So it's a lot. Personally, I would much rather talk to a human and get some actual feedback rather than talk to an AI bot or Google or whatever it is. So the choice is yours, but just know you have the option. You have the option to ask somebody, a real person, a real question that's probably been through it before, that has experience. So you're not going to get that experience with an AI bot or with a search engine. So use those to your advantage. Man, I'm not getting a warm and fuzzy feeling about iRobot. I think we might end up being tagged out of this. You have to join. Yeah, you do. I don't know why you're not. I should send you a personal invite if you need to. In fact, I will. Right after this, I'll shoot you an email with a personal invite just for you, Casey. Your own personal invitation. Throw some trade ideas up in there, ask some questions, do it all. So, guys, I'm gonna call it a day though. I am gonna get going. I don't see myself trading anything else. Like I said, NVIDIA. If you like it, you know what it is. 270 on the stop loss, high of the day by 433.85. It's there if you like it. I'm gonna hold off. I'm going to enjoy my weekend with what I got. So take care, everybody. I will see you next week. Get back at it again, ready to rock and roll. So until then, take care. Have a great weekend, everybody. Do something special for your mom this weekend. Make her smile. Or anybody, really. Just make someone smile. Make someone's weekend. Be a good person. Don't be an ass. With that,